Good afternoon, everyone. Thanks so much for joining me today. I'm Jennie Montgomery. Welcome to another half hour of information to help you make the most of your time, to make informed decisions, and to keep up with goings on around Greater Augusta. We've got back to school tips for you to make sure your little ones are ready for class. Also, a preview of the 5th annual March for Jesus, a huge morning of praise and worship, beginning with a march down Broad Street that leads to a huge celebration in the Augusta Common. But first, getting off to a great start in school doesn't come easily for every student. Tutoring can make a huge difference in your child's success now and in the future. Ashley Devine and Jasmine Torrence have launched their brand new tutoring services, Dream Anchors Tutoring Company. They offer services unlike those you would typically see, and their mission is bigger than tutoring. They want to help each student succeed through strategic goal setting, field trips, and more. Ashley Devine and Jasmine Torrence are with me here today. Ashley is a middle grades educator. She's been in the field of education for over 5 years, and Jasmine's a captain in the U.S. Army with over 8 years of service with deployments in Kuwait and Afghanistan. And ladies, it's so interesting how you have decided to come together because you dream of being mentors. You want to mentor children, and you have good plans for that. But you're using your tutoring company to help you get to there. Tell me how that came about.
Okay, so when we decided to partner together, I actually came to her with the idea, and she was on board. And so what we decided to do was use the tutoring services and the funds that we got from that service in order to help fund our mentoring program. So what we're thinking of doing is using the business, creating an umbrella where we have a nonprofit organization, which will be the mentoring program.
You know, you sound like you really want to be able to work with children and help them achieve more than just success in the classroom. It's like you're looking big picture.
Yes.
What are your dreams? What are your goals?
Yes. So I think as an educator, I know that the whole child matters more so than just the brain of the child. So the mentoring service as well as the tutoring service can create that wholeness within the kids so that they're confident within themselves as well as confident within their education.
Now, I'm interested because you have an education background, and you certainly are great mentor material with the career that you've had. Are you going to mentor too, or are you helping to tutor, or are you helping to recruit tutors? What are your different roles?
Yes, ma'am. So she's more of the education background, and I have more of the business aspect of it. So the plans are for us to be able to get together and just have a good business and also have a good mentoring program.
How are you going to work with your tutoring? What are some of the services? Like, I guess you have test prep and homework help. What are some of your services?
So we do provide the traditional service, but we also have project-based tutoring, which I know when I did my research on the type of tutoring service that I offer, I don't see a lot of project-based. And I know students bring home projects all the time and parents aren't able to help. So to provide that project-based service where they're able to bring their resources and we have one of our tutors help them with the project, I think that lets us stand out far more than any other service that's offered from other tutoring companies.
And these ladies are already trying to get really involved in the community. They have donated to school drives, and Jasmine, you have been at some of the back to school events going on.
Yes, ma'am, that's correct. So during our day-to-day operations and day-to-day things that we do, we're just trying to make sure that we're able to give back to the community the best way we can.
One of the other things that you want to let people know is that you are open to sponsors coming on board with you.
Yes. So one of the reasons why we had to bring tutoring at the forefront is because we need the revenue in to be able to have that mentoring, because we have people who may not be able to afford some of the things that we want to offer with mentoring. So we want to be able to provide some things that the parents and the students won't have to lack. So if they don't have financial help, we want to be able to say, hey, here's what we provide and we can cover this for you.
So you want to be able to, to basically scholarship some kids.
Yes.
Right.
Definitely.
Right. So you need the support of community involvement to be able to do that. You also talk about field trips that you want to do.
Yes. One of the main things is exposing students to colleges exposing them to different areas of the world that they may not be able to have the opportunity to do without having this mentoring program.
Let's talk about your fee schedule for the tutoring.
Okay, so our fees start at $25. That's the basic tutoring, and it can go up to $150, but that would be intensive, weekly scheduled tutoring sessions in order to get that student where they need to be if they're behind.
That sounds like you have got all of your bases covered, except you need more tutors.
Yes.
How can the tutors find you?
So they can go to our website, they can go to Facebook or Instagram and click on a link, and they'll be able to apply there. So we do have an application that they can apply.
And we have that graphic to show you right now, so parents, you'll know how to get a hold of Dream Anchors Tutoring Company. They do have a Facebook page and Instagram. The email address is dreamanchorsllc@gmail.com. You can also find them on sites.google.com, Dream Anchors Tutoring Company. And like you said, you can sign up for tutoring, or you'll find the application there if you are a tutor and you want to put your tutoring skills to work and get paid for them.
Yes.
ma'am.
Right, all right. Well, Ashley Devine and Jasmine Torrence, good luck with your new business.
Thank you.
We love supporting our women entrepreneurs in this community. Thanks for being on the show, and I hope you have a great and successful school year.
Thank you.
Still ahead on Jennie.
Every praise, every praise.
The annual March for Jesus is less than 2 weeks away. Details about the big event when we come back.